America's most iconic tractor brand, John Deere, has just pulled the plug on major US production facilities. Plants are closing, jobs are disappearing, and by 2026, a huge chunk of manufacturing is heading to Mexico.
Just back in June, John Deere announced that they were relocating specific production lines to facilities in Mexico.
For farmers who've trusted Deere for generations, this is nothing short of a gut punch. Is this the end of Made in America for John Deere, or can Trump's tariff threat turn the tide? Stay with us as we break down this developing story and its potential impact on the US economy, John Deere, and its loyal customer base. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates. John Deere has announced significant job cuts and plant closures in the US amid a slowdown in demand for agricultural equipment. The company will lay off 120 workers in Moline, Illinois.
News out of Moline. John Deere confirming to News 8 it's laying off more than 120 employees at its seeding and cylinder operations plant in Moline.
And 190 workers in Waterloo, Iowa.
Deere plant in Waterloo is laying off 190 people starting next month.
Additionally, it plans to move some production to Mexico by 2026.
New this morning at 5:44, John Deere will be moving some of its operations from Iowa to Mexico,
relocating the manufacture of skid steer loaders and compact track loaders. This move is aimed at reducing costs amid declining commodity prices and rising interest rates. President Donald Trump criticized John Deere's decision, threatening a 200% tariff on its products if production is offshored.
Donald Trump today vowed to impose a 200% tariff on John Deere's imports.
While John Deere defends its actions, emphasizing US investments, critics warn that such tariffs could hurt American consumers. The company faces a delicate balance between cutting costs and maintaining its relationship with American workers and consumers, with its future strategy likely influencing the broader US manufacturing landscape. In a significant shift from its long-standing US-based manufacturing, John Deere has decided to relocate part of its production to Mexico. By 2026, production of mid-frame skid steer loaders and compact track loaders will move from the Dubuque Works facility in Iowa to a new plant in Ramos Arizpe, Mexico. The company has said that this move is designed to reduce costs associated with raw materials, freight, and labor, while also allowing it to better respond to global market trends. John Deere's decision to move operations to Mexico is driven by the need to optimize its global manufacturing strategy, particularly in light of the ongoing downturn in the agricultural sector. The company hopes that by relocating production to Mexico, it can cut costs and remain competitive in the face of these challenging market conditions. During a campaign stop in Smithton, Pennsylvania, President Donald Trump expressed strong opposition to John Deere's decision to move part of its manufacturing operations to Mexico. Speaking before a crowd of farmers and manufacturers, Trump remarked, "I love the company, but they've announced they're moving a lot of their manufacturing to Mexico." He then warned the company, saying, "If you do that, we're putting a 200% tariff on everything you want to sell into the United States." His remarks, which echoed his America First trade policy, were met with applause from the crowd. Trump emphasized the importance of corporate loyalty to America, stressing that while he supports John Deere, the company must prioritize US jobs and manufacturing. His comments highlight the broader debate on protecting American industry and discouraging the offshoring of production. Donald Trump's latest tariff proposal, which includes heavy duties on agricultural machinery like John Deere products, has sparked strong criticism from political opponents and economic experts. Critics argue that while the tariffs are meant to protect domestic manufacturing, they could unintentionally hurt the very people Trump claims to support, American workers and farmers. In response to President Trump's criticism, John Deere issued a carefully crafted defense of its decision to move some manufacturing to Mexico. The company emphasized its ongoing commitment to American manufacturing, citing over $2.5 billion in investments in US operations since 2019. This includes new production lines for the 9 RX-830 tractor in Waterloo, Iowa, the See and Spray sprayer in Des Moines, and the X9 combine in East Moline, Illinois. Senior executive Fabio Castro highlighted Deere's reliance on skilled US workers to produce high-quality equipment. However, the company's statement avoided directly addressing Trump's tariff threat, suggesting a cautious approach in dealing with both political and economic pressures. The decision to move some of its production to Mexico is driven by several economic factors. Rising costs for raw materials, freight, and labor in the US, combined with ongoing labor disruptions and the need for more flexible production capabilities, have all contributed to the company's decision. Additionally, Deere is facing increasingly strict emissions standards, which have raised the cost of manufacturing manufacturing equipment. Beyond these internal factors, John Deere is also contending with external challenges, such as declining global commodity prices and rising interest rates, which have dampened demand for agricultural machinery. As a result, John Deere executives have indicated that relocating some production is part of a strategy to reduce costs and improve competitiveness in the global market. The company has also set a goal of achieving $2 billion in cost reduction. John Deere's decision to offshore part of its production carries both risks and potential rewards. On the risk side, the move could harm the company's image among American consumers, particularly farmers who associate John Deere with American-made agricultural machinery. It may also lead to political backlash and increase scrutiny from U.S. lawmakers and the public. On the other hand, Deere is betting that its investment in precision farming and advanced agricultural technologies will help it maintain a leading edge. With heavy investments in AI-powered tractors, GPS-guided sprayers, and other technologies designed to improve farming efficiency, Deere believes that these innovations will help sustain its competitiveness, even amidst the challenges brought by moving some production to Mexico. The company's actions raise critical questions about the future of American manufacturing. Should companies face penalties for moving jobs overseas? Can tariffs effectively bring jobs back, or will they simply drive up costs for consumers? The outcome of these decisions will not only impact John Deere's future, but also influence the broader trajectory of U.S. manufacturing. As Deere faces this challenging landscape, it must balance global competitiveness with its commitment to American workers and consumers. By 2026, a significant portion of its manufacturing will take place in Mexico, marking a significant shift for a company that has long been associated with American manufacturing. While the company remains committed to its U.S. operations, the political pressure surrounding its decision is likely to continue. President Trump's tariff threats, along with the potential backlash from consumers and politicians, will test the company's strategy in the coming years. The success or failure of Deere's decision could have far-reaching implications for both the agricultural industry and the broader U.S. economy. As the company navigates these challenges, its next moves will determine the future of John Deere and American manufacturing as a whole. As John Deere faces mounting pressure both from political forces and economic challenges, its decision to relocate production overseas has ignited a fierce debate on the future of American manufacturing. With Trump's tariff threat hanging over the company, the stakes for both John Deere and American workers could not be higher. Will this move help Deere stay competitive in a changing global market, or will it backfire, hurting its loyal customer base? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you found the video insightful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this developing story. Stay tuned for more analysis.